Good afternoon, this is Joe from Istueta Roofing, where we just finished a brand new standing seam metal Riffe system standing seam roof in the beautiful city of Pinecrest. Now, before I show you some details we did here that are really awesome, I want to talk about a little bit about this product that we use on this specific job. This is a Versalock 1.5 standing seam panel. It's a Riffe system which has the best NOA system in Miami-Dade. Riffe is, I would say, the #1 in any system in the United States. Anything that's Miami-Dade approved, you can pretty much use it anywhere in the U.S. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this product here that we use. Some of these product descriptions are: this is a versatile architecture standing seam metal roof system. It's 1.5 nominal seam height. It's time-tested standing seam profile. It's recommended for residential and light commercial use. Available in a wide range of width, materials, and color. It's a tested system. Achieve an ultra high performance level. It's also weathered. It's one of the mechanically locked seams. It's allowed for extreme long-term weather tightness performance, which is what most people are looking for on a nice windstorm. Allows for a smooth transition from the roof to the surface, which is what you see here in this Dutch gutter. It's great for mansards, for any detail around fascias, walls, and soffit. Excellent radius capacity in all width of materials. Now, one of the things I really like about this material is the steel, which is the 24 gauge galvalume, which is what we have on this system here. On a 90 degree bend, when you lock it one panel to the other, they're locked, you're getting a wind pressure of 120/75 on a 90 degree, and on a 180 degree you're getting 189.25. Now, that negative is the same thing as the wind ratio when it comes to an uplift test. That's how they do. The negativity means the amount of wind it could stand, in 189.25. That is the best I've seen out there when it comes to a standing seam roof. This right here, particularly the color on it, it's a regal white. It has the highest reflectivity of any color white there is. If you look at the NOA for Riffe and the color chart, it'll tell you about it. Really good system. Everything is mechanically fastened. You see the J channel. It's got a J channel here right underneath. Try to get a little closer so you can see it. It's bend up 1.5, so you get that weather tight lockness that you're looking for, so you don't get any wind driven rain underneath that J channel. All of our plumbing stacks, as you can see, everything has to have caulking around it, and also has a stainless steel clip to allow from allowing any movement when it comes to wind. One of the details that is pretty cool in this job, it's how we did this gable end. Most gables are done a little bit different, but we use on this gable end, it looks like a wall end flashing, and as you can see here, it's got a wind cleat underneath it to hold any wind pressure trying to lift it up. And then we continue this J channel, which continue all the way around underneath our fascia. All that was removed, by the way, and reinstalled, all the fascia. It go back in there, as you can see there, and it's all sealed. That T111 was removed, and then it was reinstalled again, a new one. And we got our end wall flashing right behind there, 30-pound felt behind it. We waterproofed that. I don't remember if it was Grace and Ice, but there was a sulfur here in the back of that, and then you have your T111 on there. Everything was freshly painted. It was all primed and then painted, so everything looks white and it matches. And I wanted to show you that detail on the gable end because that's pretty cool. You normally don't see that. Most people try to box that in square. We got a little angle to it, so water would run right out of there the same way it went back in, instead of staying back in there. As you can see, it's a pretty big roof. This was about 50 squares. And beautiful job, beautiful job. You can see the back of that gable. You can see the back of the gable there with the panel. right up and over. Everything was stainless steel rivets. I mean, really good system. I'm proud of this job, like I'm proud of all the other jobs that we have done. But we don't do too many documentaries on, video documentary on the standing seam roofs. And that's what most people are looking at, the roof that's going to withstand any major windstorm. This is the roof for that. This is what we call the hurricane-proof roof. And if a hurricane takes this roof, pretty much it took everybody else's roof, and big difference from having this roof to an ordinary tile or shingle roof. So this is the kind of roof I have in my house. Any store comes, I'm not going anywhere. But this is nice. Let me also show you the detail of this Dutch gutter. You don't see any more of these around. This is from the early 80s. But this is a Dutch gutter. It's all made out of wood. It runs along this screen enclosure here for the pool. And then we tie in, we got this tying that we do here, which is a piece of a 9-inch piece of metal we put right underneath. It's hemmed an inch over. Then we put our cleat, we put a wind cleat underneath it so our panel could attach to it. And all this does is prevent that panel when you're pulling on it. It prevents that panel from scratching or ripping your modified roof that you just did here. But a really good system, and we do that on all the transition where metal roof meets a flat roof. This is what it's going to look like. You're going to have that strip in there, and then your panels are right above that strip so you don't damage the existing flat roof you have on there. Really good system. All the goosenecks, everything is fastened correctly to withstand a really good amount of wind pressure. The same thing with the valleys. Everything is done real nice. Here's another picture of that Dutch gutter. Really good system. Now this system has got a 90 degree, which the maximum wind pressure, it's going to be 121.75. Now if he would have won a 90, instead of a 90 at 180 degrees, then he's getting that 189.75 wind pressure, which is the best thing you can probably get in the market. Some homeowners don't like it. Some like the 90 degree. This case we did the 90. But that's another option you can have. I mean, it all depends on what kind of wind pressure you're looking for in your roof. But really good system, really good metal. This is also a Kynar paint, which has a 50-year warranty on the paint. Let's see, another detail I can probably show you around this light here. The light wiring coming in. How we do this here. Everything was painted white. All the plumbing pipes, anything penetrating this roof, coming out of the roof, it's going to be painted white. We want everything to be reflective. And that was pretty cool the way everything was done here. Everything is just beautiful. I love these white roofs. It's the best thing. The highest reflectivity is on these white roofs. I've heard it knocks anywhere between 75 to 80% of your heat rays. Once it hit these panels, it bounces right off. So you are getting a cool roof, and there is rebates that you can also get from your whoever your light carrier, power carrier might be, whether it's FBL or someone else, when you do a cool roof like this one here. So here you have it, a 1.5 Versi-Lock Riffe system. And also here we got some gutters. We just did those seamless gutters all the way around there, just to make all that match and look real pretty. Collect all that water coming down. This roof beats off water like Rain-X on your windshield. I mean, water beads off this thing the minute it hits it. You don't have any like tile or shingle that soak up that water. Some of it comes off, but the rest is soaked up on the material of the roof. Nothing will stay on this roof. Everything that lands on it, it's sliding right off. I mean, it's a great roof. And we are very proud to install another awesome roof like the one we got here. This is what people are looking for. We're into doing a lot of detail. Most roof contractors don't want to get involved in doing so much detail work because it takes so much time. It consumes too many time, too many man hours. They just want to get in and out. But here we take our time to make sure everything is done right, make sure all the details are nice and neat, and waterproof the whole entire job, because that's the main thing. You don't want any water getting behind any of these panels, creating moistures in the ears. But again, this is another standing seam Versilock 1.5 Riffe system by Istueta Roofing. Thanks guys for watching.